Supreme Rising. Divine Rising. People got this shit fucked up. They think the cause of life supposed to be for you to be the extent of the value of how they see life. You got all these talkative people around, man, in the world. Everybody say shit behind closed doors to change the narrative. You know, it's more weak-minded people in the world than what's supposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of weak-minded people in the world. Like, more, I think the percentage is going to be like around 70 to 80% as far as what's weak-minded. It's probably more than that. I'll probably give it like an 85, 90. Because people will entertain bullshit. You'll sit there and just listen to some shit without standing up to it. Even if it's right or wrong, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why is you carrying that particular type of frequency? Why are you carrying those particular type of words about an individual? Why are you coming to tell me about that shit? Go tell them about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when the shit get real gangster. When you can look somebody in their face and be like, yo, don't tell me about them. You go tell them about me. You go over there and tell them. Don't sit here and tell me about what's going on. Go over there and you talk to them about that shit. That's when shit get real, because now you separating the value. You stronger than just listening. See, motherfucker take your ears. They take your ears and you be like, yeah, ooh. You just as dumb as these motherfuckers is. Who gonna be man or woman enough to stand up? Or y'all just a bunch of suckers and chumps out here, right? Nah, you entertain shit because you really scary. You scared at the end of the day. So you be like, yeah, they made me feel like that. You's a fucking chump, yo. All y'all some fucking chumps. That's why I stand on my own, yo. I don't need nobody. I ain't never need nobody in my life with me. Everything I've been through by myself. And if something came through, then that came through. There was an extra blessing, but it wasn't going to make me be like, oh my God, I need to move this way. No, I will fuck you up. I will swing on you. I will hit you in your fucking mouth with a brick. And that was the problem with me when I was younger. And I had to come to divine because I would just bash on people like, yo, whatever. And they'd be like, yo, you should fight. You should fight. And then I started realizing what was the purpose for me fighting? What was the purpose of me fighting? Me trying to make people think the right way. You can't do that. You can't even go in this world and force people to think right. What you got to do is you got to sit still and silent and know that they don't know truth. That's all you can do. You can't be out here like, yo, these people doing this to you. I don't give a fuck. Your belief in the value of somebody doing something to you is the most important thing. So if you believe somebody gonna put their hands on you, you believe somebody is lighting candles and you believe somebody gonna do that to you over the divine, do you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen. You already gave the power of divine to somebody else. Your belief system has changed. Period. Oh, they doing this to me. They doing this to me. They did this. They did that. Well, go to another platform. Oh, they doing this. They blocking. They flat. So what? The journey is the most beautifulest thing in life. The journey. Being able to conquer and overcome. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? People are always going to judge your value outside of what they can't do. Inadequacy. That means they weak. And they're not going to say, yo, I'm weak. I can't do this. I won't do that. They'll rather try to hold a face up to look better than something that they not. That's a reality. So I don't have to be the one to point the finger and say you fucked up. You already showing that you fucked up by what you say to everybody else. And on top of that, the weaker minds that's listening to you, who gives a shit about them anyway? They weak-minded. So why would I be like, yo, did you listen to what they said? No, you're a weak-minded motherfucker. If it was that easy to take over your mind, y'all two peas in a pod. I don't need to be around y'all in the first place. Like, you got to get somewhere comfortable in your life, man, to where you like, you know what, no matter what happens, eventually, man, look, I don't make this shit up. I just watch it play. I watch it play, and everybody got something to say. Everybody feel insecure. Everybody think somebody out for this, or somebody gonna do this, or they gonna do it. You walk around with 1,000,001 fears in your life. That means you ain't got no strength or structure. That explains you being a weak motherfucker. I had to sleep on the street with no walls, on the literal concrete, on the ground, with nobody around me, cuffing and holding my stuff, hoping nobody would take my shit from me. You don't get no stronger than that. You don't get no stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? You can bench press a car. You don't get no stronger than that. Because those bodybuilders, They got to eat certain foods. They got to work out certain ways. They need to be in certain temperatures to keep their body up. Otherwise, you know, all that shit gonna shrink. All that shit gonna shrink, and they're gonna be looking real weird after a while if they can't have the normal regiment to keep up their shit. And this is the same thing with the world, man. This is everybody. So you got to plot and plan, have little corner moments, conversations, behind the wall shit. Man, that shit ain't gangster. That shit is not hard. That shit is not real. That shit is not true. You can't say something to somebody to their face. You ain't saying it. You can't stand on what you did. You ain't did it. Oh, I got to hide from this right here. Because you a fucking demon. That's why. Because you're a demon at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You got to dim the light of the energy of what you're trying to put out. You're a demon. Dim on. Dim on. Dim is on. Light is just lit. Period. We lit all the time. Turned up all the time. Strong with it too. Even if we standing alone, we still like that. What part of this comprehension is not even available? Like every single one of my videos, I done dropped 1,000. Like you got to start from day one and catch up. I'm almost on 1,300 videos. And I'm still seeing people run around like, look at me. And you know what's crazy? The world is stupid. Because people who want, you know, some niggas I thought that was on point, they really out here doing drugs. I'm like, yo, on drugs? Wow. People over here watching certain females because they're attractive. Oh, they got all the colors, the glitz and the glam. This right here shows me that nobody's really listening to knowledge. What y'all doing is y'all being attracted to crayons, toys, and food. Just like kids do. You're attracted to crayons, toys, and food. You don't hear the real that nobody talking about. You run over to a chick with a BBL and all the colors in the hair and all the glitz and glamours on. That's dope. I'll go listen to that. Because it's closer to the mentality of a child like mine. So you'll gravitate to that real fast. Somebody doing what the young dude's doing. Yo, look at me. You'll gravitate to that because it's a failure. Energy that you can't impression on, you don't want no smoke with that. Because you know it's going to tell you the real and you're going to have to really put some work in. You really got to fix yourself. Or you'll find a low budget reason to point out a blame for something inadequate to your own value. Yo, look, they like this because of this. Yo, let me put some laughter, some joke in there. Let me disrespect. Let me play these little roles. Everything by the divine is being watched. Your understanding on the Most High has never been complete. Only the Most High got the true understanding on that. And he grants that as profit because the work you put in. So if you ain't really putting in no unconditional work for nobody, you don't know shit about the divine. Facts. And everything that y'all run around here talking about, that shit ain't nothing but playing in the crayon box. Yo, I'ma do this, I'ma do. Look at me. Corny as hell, yo. That shit mad corny. That's why I'm good standing by myself. And I'm never embarrassed to no value. You can't embarrass me. Even if you tried to, you couldn't embarrass me. Say what? To who? Why would I give a fuck? At the end of the day. Next thing you got to do is try to put your hands on me, and I'm nice with these hands right here. I will knock you the fuck out, smooth. I've been boxing for a long time. I'm nice with these things. I don't go around setting trouble trying to fight people. Nah, I don't do that, but I can swing these things if you oppress me. So until you come within my 360 degrees, no, I don't give a shit about nothing nobody talking about. You're going to have to talk that shit out of my circumference. Because saying that shit in my face going to bring trauma. And people know that shit. That's who I always been at the end of the day. I'll pray. I will pray until you get within foot inches of me. And if I got to mollywop that ass, that's what's going to happen. But I'm praying every minute of the day. Every minute of the day, I'm praying for you to get light in your life because that's what you need. Lack thereof, what you think you know. What you think you know is darkness. It's darkness. All praise to the divine. I'm going to protect my body. I'm going to protect my body. So I'm going to be calm at all times. And anything outside this 360 degrees, I'm praying for you because you don't know what you're doing to yourself. See, this is me holding on to my divinity. Everybody want to blame God for the reason shit went left. No, did you hold on to your divinity or you walking around here blaming and pointing a finger at everybody else for your shortcomings? Are you saying, oh, this is like this because of that, or they doing this because of that, or you trying to gain face by the bullshit you talk about people that's supposed to be close to you? What type of energy you really carrying? Who are you as an individual? I ain't gonna hold you. Sitting there wasting my time talking to a bunch of nothing. I drop these jewels because eventually, you know, the youth, and I do know some youth that do grab it, and they standing on their 10 right now. They standing on their 10. And it's gonna be hard to move them in the future. It's gonna be hard to move them in the future. The things y'all doing, the rhetoric y'all talking, it ain't gonna mean nothing. This is bringing back the divine body. This is standing on divinity. Or you're going to be mad because you're going to be like, why I can't be like them? You ain't had this lesson. You ain't had this training. Look, they had to glitch my whole screen just now. It's all good, though. Y'all keep playing the role of what the world got to put out and tell you what you are, what you worth. Keep believing the falsity of people who claim they love you and the ones that don't. Keep accepting from people just because somebody giving you something you think is worth having because it's free. Keep thinking about all these things and how you connect to life and how you deal with the individual values of life and become the failure that you lack thereof in self. You gonna be that failure, the one you talk about. Yeah, because you like fucking with it. You like saying, hey, look at that. Yo, they this, they that. You like pointing your finger. You like blame. So you'll be in that party soon. And when you're inadequate and you can't hold up the same people that you was using to carry this knowledge to, you can't hold them up on that scale, right? When you get down so low, they gonna leave too, because now they gotta fight for themselves. But then your words of downplaying other people ain't gonna be able to sustain you when everything is gone. All praise due to the Most High. I told y'all a minute ago, the more you attack, the more divine will strip you of everything you think you doing. Man, support the live stream and act like y'all know where the juice coming from. All praise due to the Most High. Support the stream. NAGA.